All right, let's see if this works a little better. All right, we'll see if this works. For some reason, my bitrate like reset to like 4,000 instead of 20,000 or whatever I usually go at. But yeah, we are here on Forest River, North Dakota. Like I was saying, we are starting a beet farm. It's something that I do very, very rarely. And I may have a friend joining tonight. Maybe not. We'll see. Who cares? We leased just this absolutely massive, I believe, 790 John Deere with like a 19 meter Macdon header on it. It's a absolute unit of a machine. And we're just trying to clear off some fields. Let me open the map here. So we're just trying to clear off some fields. I'd open the bigger map, but for some reason it keeps scrolling down on me. But I believe we have crops on like, I think, what is it, 80 and 64 or something like that? Here, I'll try to fight the map quick. So we have crops on field 63, 56, and 80. And then we have beets on field 57. So, we'll actually be able to do a little bit of beet farming this season, but obviously moving forward is when we'll be making the big bucks beet farming. Yeah, like I said, we are just trying to clear off our fields, make some money off the crops we bought. Nice little look at the 790 there. Let's head inside the cab. We're playing with my wheel today. I have my wheel. Technically have a shifter. I'm trying not to touch it because it's not set up, and it does actually work. It's just not set how I want it to. Joystick, keyboard. I was gonna have a webcam, but it broke when I was moving apparently. So that's unfortunate. Just circle around here. I think we will probably have enough room to do a lap. Probably another lap. We're at 50% hitting the semi. So yeah, we should be good. I believe that's the combine telling me we are at 50%. But yeah, I believe this is a 62-foot header, which is just, I mean, that's ludicrous. It's huge. This thing is massive. And you can see those tram lines from the sprayer are aggressive. They're making the whole combine bounce around. Looks like my OBS is not trying to sabotage me anymore, which is perfect. But yeah, I also have an actual good camera that I was planning on using as a webcam. Unfortunately, it drains my battery in about 5 minutes on video mode, so I ordered what's called a dummy battery, and that will allow me to plug it directly into the wall and have it powered. So yeah, there will be some cameras to kind of show off the setup. It's super janky right now, but it's doing the trick. Yeah, it is not a... My setup is not pretty at the moment. I just moved into a new house, and it's just kind of thrown together. I hope everyone that watches, whether you're watching live or the VOD, I hope you're having a fantastic day. I'm going to try to get a little bit more done with this field, and then we can go take a look at the farm and show you guys what we're working with. Right on this corner. It shows that it's going to curve, but we need to keep an eye on it because it's going to stop right there. Let's just make sure we don't sweep too wide here. Straighten the wheel out and we can get hooked up to GPS again. We're just using the in-game Giants GPS. I think it does a just fine job for, you know, big rectangle easy fields like this. If you look down in the bottom left corner, you can see our yield map. We've been averaging probably around 60%, which is obviously not ideal, but we're just working with what we were given. Hopefully we can fix that, make it a little better. And hopefully some of our other fields are just naturally better as well. I guess we'll have to wait and see. This. Start back up. And hopefully we can just make it to the end of this row before we fill up. I don't want to have to jump out and go to the combo or to the semi. But yeah, I basically rented this combine specifically for this field, and then I just accepted that it's pretty much going to be overkill for the other two fields I needed in. So, was it worth the hefty amount of money? Maybe? I don't know. We have $40K left in the bank account. We're just going to sell these soybeans right off, like right away. I'm not worried about saving them. I don't have an auger for our bins. Our farm does have bins, but I don't have an auger for them. And yeah, it's just not worth it to me to keep them. But what I will say is this header is just absolutely chewing through this field. And that is about as perfect as I think it gets for filling a combine. This header is so big, in fact, that the longest pipe for this combine honestly doesn't really feel long enough. I got a little too close there. I could be further away, but I mean, you can see we're technically dragging against the side of the combine, but I'm not going to count the little reflector. And this is with the pipe nozzle pointed all the way out, so it, yeah, this header is just unreal big. It is still within the realm of reality though, so that's nice. I try to keep all my mods semi-realistic. Obviously, this header is probably a little big for this area. Maybe not. I don't know. I guess. No, I guess some of the fields up in the top left of the map are absolutely massive, so those would make sense. But I think we're done with headlands now, and I think we can just move to our normal rows. I didn't even see what the $40 or like $10,000 went missing for. I believe it's because we hit an hour on the rental. So it's, yeah, probably about $9,000-$10,000 per hour. So it's important that we keep this combine moving and eating up these this wheat. Actually, for some reason I thought we were doing soybeans this whole time. That makes me a little more sad because it feels like the yield is actually not that impressive for wheat. Just feels like this hopper is not filling up as quick as I thought we should. Yeah, let's go back into the cab. Something about cab view on a steering wheel just feels so much better than it does playing on a keyboard. With a header this big, I don't know if 3 headlands were necessarily necessary. Like, look at how much we have, like a whole football field at the end of the field. After this row, we'll jump back to the farm. We can take a look at what equipment we have other than the rental combine. I think my first time ever using the 790 in this game. I don't think I've ever actually got as big as the 790. Usually I'm a few steps below this, so it's nice using massive equipment sometimes. Usually more of a mid-sized guy, but sometimes just renting some big equipment to get some work done. Nothing wrong with that. Your town has the only sorry, I'm trying to look around my microphone. Your town has the only rope of sugar beet harvester dealership in the U.S. Oh, damn, that's cool. Yeah, let's turn this off, and we can jump over here, and I can show you around the new sugar beet farm. So, for our workhorse tractor for now, we have the white for 325, 325 being the horsepower. We did get a 3-point on the back, dual wheel weights all around. And yeah, like I said, that's going to be our little workhorse. Over here, we have, well, I don't know what you'd call this for sugar beets. We don't really, I guess a chaser wagon, something like that. Chaser bin. I mean, I'd usually call it a grain cart, but obviously this isn't a grain cart. But yeah, we have this inside the shed. Pretty empty right now. It'll grow, I promise. 8410T tracked with the saddle tank options. And then we have the, I don't remember the number on here, John Deere 1730 planter. This is what we will be planting most of our fields with. Might buy another one if we have the money for it after the harvest. Next we have the, I don't even know what brand this is because I don't know. The Agrafac? I don't know, man. I don't know sugar beets. The light tracks. We didn't get the tracked version because it was way too much money, so maybe the next one we buy will have the tracks. Then for our cultivator, we just have a Sunflower 6631 disc. And for our sprayer tucked in the corner by himself, we have the Massey Ferguson 9030. Nice little sprayer. This is kind of a zero to hero type of game, but I mean, we obviously have several $1 million in equipment already, but still kind of a zero to hero because this is all pretty small equipment, honestly, especially for you need to download a HNS sugar beet chain cart or a dump cart. That's what most people. Yeah, I have a couple. So I have actually I meant to activate it. So I had these, like the mod that allows you to use these. I actually also have. I have the Bergman, obviously base game. We have the Amity. And then I had another one somewhere. I must have deleted it or not activated it at some point, but it was another dump cart. But yeah, we don't have it anymore. So I wanted what the smallest option was. Like I said, it's kind of zero to hero. Obviously, I mean sugar beets aren't cheap, so or sugar beet equipment isn't cheap. Sugar beets are cheap. But yeah, I'll probably grow it. I was trying to limit the mods a little bit just because I have a buddy that's supposed to be joining in the series at some point. Maybe tonight, maybe not. So yeah, that's that. Over here we have the Dash sprayer trailer. Pretty standard stuff. It seems like everyone uses this now. Short version, this is like the 42-footer, I believe. 45-footer. And yeah, we'll be using this for the sprayer and liquid fertilizer. Because I do plan on... Usually I kind of skip the whole filling the planter. I just use power tools, you know. A nice little... Whoop, hit the wrong button. Sorry, using my wireless keyboard, not used to it. Nice little power tools and just, wherever it is. The fill option. Oh, you have to be in a vehicle for it. Yeah, we usually just fill. But, we're going to play semi-realistic. And then we just have two little root crop storage Quonset hut type of things. Yeah, I feel so out of my element doing sugar beets. I know just absolutely nothing about sugar beets. And then we have the Case 2500. This is used in quite literally every save I have because it's just the best plow, in my opinion. Then we have the Volvo with the Lockwood on the back. And the Lizard knockoff Dodge. 3,500, I believe. With the J&M seed cart. I think it's like technically only half full, but it shows all the way full. And that's about it. We also have the Mac with... These are leased, but we have the Silage Boss, which I need to double check. I bought this last night when I was like half asleep setting this up. I do believe this holds. Hit the wrong button again. I do believe this holds sugar beets. If not, I'm going to be pretty sad. Sugar beets, perfect. We're good to go, boys. Now we just need to hope our trailer actually, our little belt trailer, chaser bin, we're going to call it. I don't know. Hopefully it just reaches over. And yeah, that's the farm. Like I said, kind of a pretty minor farm right now. We have a lot of land, and we have a decent amount of equipment. But it's just gonna keep growing from here. Alright. Let's get back to some combining before we start our journey as sugar beet farmers. But yeah, like I said, if you were here before, you know, I'm in a whole new house, so my setup is kind of jank right now, so I'm trying to remember where I'm putting everything and stuff. I actually have a room to like kind of start making a legit farm sim setup. I was supposed to be playing on a much bigger TV. I'm still playing on my computer monitor, but fortunately the TV plays this game at for some reason it shows that it's playing at like 40 to 100 FPS, but in reality it's just screen tearing and choppy, so I need to figure out what's going on there. I assume it's a TV setting. Usually is. But yeah, Noah, if you're in here and I don't know if you have Discord, if you're part of my Discord, feel free to link some suggestions for sugar beet equipment, because I'd like to turn this into a strictly like live streaming series. And then I'm still working on my Portland, Minnesota regular video series, and then I'm still working on my Beeman G series, and I'm also working on a Out of Ore series. So lots of series in the works. Just need to finish some of them. It's crazy. I just cannot believe how fast this combine is chewing through this field, man. Also, hopefully my power doesn't go out. We're in a severe thunderstorm watch. There's been I'm in the basement, so it's hard to see. But there's been a few big cracks of thunder. We're also in a flash flood warning, which is less than ideal. But I'm not so worried about that. In Colorado, it rains for about 3 minutes. God, this interior view is messing up my turns. I keep turning way too early. We'll do... Well, actually, we can just keep going. We're only at 50%. I thought we were a little bit fuller than that. Yeah, like I said, tomorrow I'm probably going to try to stream for earlier in the day, but the goal is to actually get my sim rig kind of semi-permanently placed, and it was today. It was set up really comfortably, actually, in front of a bigger TV than my monitor. But for some reason, the TV, and I think it's because I don't have the TV as like my primary monitor. That's part of it. Another part of it is probably that I haven't done a graphics drivers update in only a few weeks. And then another part of it is probably just terrible TV settings because it's just on their base settings. And sometimes when you hook a TV up to a computer, you need to tweak some of their weird preset settings. I'm gonna tab out quick. So as you can see, the field's still pretty not great for yield. Less than ideal. Kind of hovering around that 60% mark. Few streaks of 80%, but nothing really more than that for the most part. And it's funny, precision farming's been in, what, since like 2019, FS19? And that's just one of those mods that I just have like never used. It's just for some reason not something I've ever been particularly interested in. Which is odd because I enjoy the realism mods, then I never use. I better pick that up. But it's odd because I never use realism mods. It's never really my thing. Alright. Noah says a H&S sugar beet cart. I'm gonna look that up quick. looks like I might have found it. I don't think we're going to reach the end of this row, fortunately. Well, maybe we will. Seem to be... Oh, actually, we're yielding 80% right here. We're hitting that little strip of 80. It'll probably drop down to about 60, and then it'll drop down to 50 again. Or like high 60s and then back down to low 60s. Right about here-ish. There it is, 59%. That's what we're used to seeing around here. Yeah, I will look up some more beet harvesting mods tonight. Like I said, tell me I'm not going to be like 10 feet short. Oh my god. Like I said, I'm just not familiar with beet harvesting. Just something I never even try. Oh god. Not used to driving with steering wheel and pedals. Yeah, if you guys have any suggestions on what equipment I should get instead of what I have or what I can expand upon, let me know, because like I said, I know nothing. I'm not even going to claim to act, like pretend to act like I know what I'm talking about when it comes to beets. I'm hoping this whole field will fit in this semi. I don't think I have any other wheat fields. This last little bit that it just had to miss. think we have technically 2 more passes left in this field. Maybe 1. I have a feeling there's going to be like a nice, tiny little strip. Well, still a little bummed that I didn't realize until now that this was, I don't know how I realized, I haven't looked the same, but a little bummed that I just realized that this was wheat and not soybeans. I was really hoping for that soybean harvest income. Whatever. We're leaving that little patch. It's my sacrifice to the farm gods. Let's hop back in the cab, shall we? Yeah, we're gonna have one more pass after this. And after this field, I need to go grab my water bottle. Can't farm dehydrated. It doesn't work. Alright, just like that, we are done with this field. Oops. I was texting. Don't text and drive. Don't do it. I don't think I have the depth perception to pull this. Yeah, I don't think I got what it takes to pull this off. It's more of an external view. And while that's unloading, we will I don't know what field we need to go to next. Actually, what I need to do... I need to figure out... I think it's my joystick making the map move on its own. Just remove all these bindings. I don't see anything. I don't know why it's doing that. All right, I guess we'll just deal with it. I'll figure it out later. But we were at the south side anyways. It's looking like our sugar beets are going to be ready next, and then what is this? God, that's so annoying. That is so unbelievably annoying. Sometimes farm sim pisses me off. Soybeans, and then what are these? Oh, pinto beans. All right. I've never done farm sim pinto beans. I think like one other map I've played had them on it, and I've never done them. All right. Tired of fighting the map. Tired of fighting the map. We'll go to 63. You know what I didn't do? I didn't install a hitch on here, did I? Oh, I did. It has the... Oh. No, I didn't. It's just hooking up to something random up in there. I'll take it, though. It's a bit of a tight turn for that, but whatever. We're good, we're good. Let's make sure there's no train coming so we don't get obliterated. Where am I going? Wasn't I going to go to 63? Whatever, we'll park at the top end of 56. I assume pinto beans operate like soybeans. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Fortunately, we're going to have to keep this overnight, it looks like, so that's going to be an expensive night, probably. And we're already halfway through our next hour, so that's going to be like another $10,000 out of our bank account. So, luckily we have a decent amount of wheat to sell. That'll be nice. Yeah, it looks like our sugar beets are going to be ready next. Honestly, we might end up stuck with this combine for another 2 days. So yeah, we need to make some money. Need to make some cash. Definitely need to make some quiche. And this is our turn. Good thing the mirrors in this game are next to useless, and we definitely took that sign out. Oh yeah, sign's gone. We'll just pull it off to the side here. And we'll call it a day with the combine. This is way too tight of a turn. I don't know why I did this. Don't bog down. Please don't bog down. Please, please, please. Alright. Let's look at wheat prices. We have precisely one option. Forest River Farmers Elevator. And our best route to get there. I assume it's one of these. Please, for the love of God, stop moving. I need to fix that. Whatever that is needs to be fixed. You know what? Give me a second. I'm just going to plug my joystick and see what happens, because I don't need it anyways. Like 92% sure. It's the joystick. Actually, I don't need my shifter either. Does it happen now? No. Okay. It's either the joystick or the shifter. It's usually the joystick doing that. I believe this is railroad, so we're going to have to take... We can go either way, actually. It does not make a single difference. Let's just take a right and then a left where the combine is. This is such a massive trailer setup, especially for this little semi. Yeah, so the trailers are leased, semis ours. So we have two semis that should be able to haul the sugar beets. And then, yeah, we have our tracked tractor for running the cart, the beet cart. And we'll just park both of our semis at the edge of the field and yeah, just start filling them up. We are going to try to save the beets, and there's not that many on this field. It's just a narrow little field like this, so honestly, we probably only need the silage boss trailer, assuming it actually holds beets. It says it does, but who knows? Farm sim's weird like that sometimes. But yeah, we might only need that trailer, honestly. Well, actually, no. Beets are pretty high yield, so... See if we can not take out this sign this time. I hit my brakes instead of my throttle. Oh, look at that. Just too busy looking at that and forgot to use my wheel. But yeah, I believe our beet field is... I think it's this one. 57. So yeah, we'll empty this, and then we will bring the harvester over and have it ready for tomorrow. And we can start right away in the morning. And hopefully, another one of our fields is ready to go too, so that way we can get the combine going as well. Because I don't want to keep renting that, because it's ungodly expensive. But I know there's a turn coming up here soon. Because there's the whole like grain complex. I have a 1% dead zone on my wheel, you can see it right there. And it's almost too much, but 0 is also not enough. I wish there's like a 0.5%. The 1% dead zone in this game feels big. God, mirrors are just... Well, actually this mirror isn't too bad. It's like, God, mirrors just feel so useless. Alright, where's... I'm guessing we have to go down to the elevator. If I was a betting man. Sell our wheat. I'd be happy if we came out of this at like 65 to 70K. I think that might be enough to fund keeping the combine leased for a few more days. We've already unfortunately learned it's about $9,000 an hour, and I'm guessing it's no cheaper to just keep it sitting at the edge of the field, so... We're gonna end up with probably around 80K actually, so it's a nice little win. And we will head back. We'll drop the trailers off at the edge of the field next to the combine. I need to pay attention. I'm texting you and driving again. Don't do that, kids. But yeah, we'll drop this at the edge of the field. We'll go pick up the silage boss trailer. And yeah, that's about it for the semi. And then we'll go grab the harvester, the beet harvester that is. We'll bring that to the field. And then we'll probably fast forward to the next day. Yeah, hopefully we can get the beet harvest done quick. I think one of the big reasons I skip beet harvesting or just beet farming in this game a lot is because it is a bit of a grind. Like I said, I'm more of a mid-size equipment guy, like that kind of like 8 to 12 meter. Well, 12's getting into big equipment. Probably 8 to 10 meter equipment width mark. That's generally where I sit. And obviously beets don't really lie. Any of their equipment really doesn't really fall into that mark, so that's why I've kind of always skipped it. glossed over it. That's why this is like a fun learning journey for me. All new. Been playing this game since like FS11, and there's still things that I can learn in this game. I did do onion harvesting. That's the most unenjoyable thing I've ever done. Highlands fishing, I believe that's what the DLC was that came out with. That's definitely a nice flat ground to park a tandem semi-trailer on. Head back, grab our silage boss quick. I don't have follow me enabled since this is a multiplayer server, so we're gonna have to make a couple trips. And since I'm trying to play this fairly realistically, I don't think there's a route even to get. No, we're gonna have to take this. We're gonna have to take this road. Up and around. Well, I guess we could technically cut through our own field. It is our field after all. This thing has like auto braking on it, and I don't like it. It doesn't coast like I want it to. I do like having a day cab, though. This is nice. So yeah, here's our big beet hauler. Now I know I've absolutely 100%, now it may not be the proper application of the tool, but I have seen a potato farm in Wisconsin use a silage boss to haul potatoes. Like I said, definitely not its intended use, but I guess I don't see why it wouldn't work, other than maybe the structural integrity is not built for it. I don't know. Something stupid, but yeah, definitely seen it happen. So I know it should work, realistically speaking. Like I said, maybe not the most practical of uses of a silage boss trailer. But I've seen it done, so I'm gonna do it myself. Actually going to turn this around. Actually, we'll park it right here on the edge of the field. We're going to pick up our hitch a ride back to the farm. Move this out of the way. Sorry, I just seen if this had interactive controls. Doesn't seem to. Oh, I forgot we're on keyboard. A little snappy on keyboard. This thing's got a low hitch. Oh my God, this thing's tipping forward. Definitely a European trailer. Get the flashers on. We'll get the hazards on. We'll start making our way over. So yeah, like I showed before, here is our beet harvester, the Agrifac. I didn't really want to go with it, honestly. It wasn't my first choice, but it was the smallest, and this is sort of a start from scratch-ish-esque type of series. Now I could have gone... We're just going to assume that that's going to drive straight. I could have gone with this setup, which would have been fun, but it's, 3 steps, and I didn't know if I was playing this solo or multiplayer. I could have also gone with the Amity stuff. That was probably the most practical and, I guess, most American setup there is. But also, it holds absolutely nothing, and I wasn't going to drive alongside it all day, so... Decisions had to be made. So yeah, we'll cut over into 64, field 64 there, and jump up to 57 across the train tracks. Probably not the best idea, realistically speaking, but I didn't realize this thing only went 15 miles an hour either. I just noticed something. Okay. All right. Sorry, I had to check something quick. I saw something on the map that scared me. I was thinking this little strip was part of my field, and I was kind of trying to avoid strips like this so I could just keep using the basic in-game AI and not courseplay, just because courseplay on multiplayer for me kind of absolutely kills all frames. Yeah, nope, we don't own that little strip, so we're good to go. It's one of our soybean fields. Hopefully it's got a decent yield in it so we can buy more beet equipment. I'd realistically like to get 2 harvesters going. And then I would be willing to use courseplay for that and tank my FPS. But for some reason, oh, actually we're up to 53 right now, back down to 45. For some reason, Farm Sim lately has been just murdering my FPS. I used to get 90 to 100 on this computer, and lately, granted, I've been playing a lot more 4X maps and whatnot, but I mean, lately I only get 25 to 50. So, and it can't be the graphics card yet because it's like a 4070 Super, I think is what it is, or 4070 Super. 40, something like that. I don't know. It's a 4070 something big. So it shouldn't be the graphics card. And I've got like 32 gigs of RAM, so it shouldn't be that. And my CPU is massive too, so I don't quite know why I'm getting as bad of performance as I am. And actually, these fields look like they have kind of frontage roads on them. Oh my god, what happened? I forgot these things got kind of weird weight distribution. My bad. That scared me. Front tires came completely off the ground. Yeah, we'll follow this little hedgerow line fence, as we'd call it. Follow our nice little line fence all the way up the field. And I think we can turn off our hazards and flashers. I think we're good on that now. Nobody should be rear-ending us on the side of our own field now, so we should be safe. But I hope everyone's having a fantastic night. I was feeling a little adventurous last night. Decided to set up a beet farm. If you're new to the channel, I don't do a lot of beet farming, aka don't do beet farming, so I know nothing about it. So if you guys have any ideas or suggestions, or just any nice pointers on what I'm doing wrong, or what I can do better, or what I should get next, let me know. Mild backseat directions are allowed, but full-on backseat driving, none of it. Backseat advice, we'll take it. Oh my god, the back tires came off the ground again. Oh god. That's just what we should be doing with our, I don't know, $600,000 piece of equipment. And actually, I suppose, let me double check one more time, make sure we're not about to make a huge mistake. But I suppose we can just start fast forwarding time, because yeah, we're not ready yet. And neither of our fields are even close, or any of our other fields are close to ready. They're all the same stage. So yeah, let's start fast forwarding. So yeah, if you guys haven't seen the farm yet, that's where I just picked up the harvester from. We quite literally are set up only for beets. We have no animals. We don't even have an empty barn that we could go get animals in. We have some grain bins. No augers for the grain bins. So yeah, just literally set up for beets right now. We're kind of putting all of our eggs in that one basket. And then obviously the only reason we have a harvester is going to be to lease it to clear off the fields. I'm not going to plow a bunch of soybeans under the ground. That seems silly when that's just a ton of money waiting to be earned. Now I'm debating whether or not I want to set up a course play, or if I want to trust the base game GPS hired worker. And honestly, I kind of trust course play a lot more. So screw it, let's do it. Nobody else is on the server right now, so yeah, I'll do what I want. Not recognizing the field. There it goes. I don't even know how many headlands to do. We'll do 5 just because it's pretty narrow header. We will not sharpen the corners. Do clockwise. I think that's about it. Alright, generate it quick. Please, 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 I don't know what time it is. I forgot to turn down time. Oh my god, look how many passes that is. We definitely need to get another harvester. Oh, perfect. Where is the start? There it is. We will actually start work at about 6 a.m. And then, while this is filling up, we should be able to get our tractor and our cart over here in decent time. Maybe not quite before it fills up all the way, but it'll be close. And this is close enough. All right, perfect. Just like that, we are officially beet harvester or beet farmers with our beet harvester. Oh, no. And we'll turn this on. We'll turn. I don't know if this thing has a rotator on it. It does. There's a blinky. Little blinky. Alright, let's haul ass. Because that harvester is none too big. Luckily, it's looking like the weather forecast is showing cloudy. No rain at the moment. That's fantastic news. I think I need to get rid of this 1% dead zone. It's throwing me off. You see we got our... Oh, too much zoom. You see we have our lunchbox in the corner here. Nice early morning sugar beet harvest. Screw the stop sign, don't care. Train tracks, not scared of them. I do want to put this out and raise it up all the way just to see. Oh, that. Oh, nope. I don't know what it did. That should be tall enough for the semi. Yeah, that's as tall as it goes. That'll maybe be tall enough. Otherwise, we have another semi to bring out. All hope isn't completely lost. Yeah, we're just gonna go with that. It'll probably be good. Probably. So I gotta say, for a tracked tractor, this thing... Oh my god, stop. This thing hauls. I can just see these tracks like smoking in real life right now. They're screaming for dear life. We won't go quite so fast. We'll play a little more realistic. Ooh, edge of that train track is bumpy. Definitely didn't need to hurry as fast as I thought we did, considering the fact that the harvester was stuck. I also noticed he made 0 attempts to try to unload into this, which is not an inspiring feeling. We can turn off our beacons. We can turn on all of our field lights. And we can go This looks like a tight edge of the field. Oh my god. On the steering wheel, this tractor is so snappy. We'll go around if we don't catch the belt on here. Oh my god, this tractor on a wheel is so snappy. That is like a 16th of a turn. Look at that. We're beet harvesters, baby. Love to see it. Let's go faster, fill up the back. Beet farmers. I don't know why I keep saying beet harvesters. We're beet farmers. Please miss that. Thank you. Thank you for being beets on my roof. Let's go see if our silage boss actually holds beets. It says it does. I'm not holding my breath. And I don't even know if this thing's tall enough to load it. Logistical errors may have been made, man. Pop the belt out. Actually, ADHD brain time. I need to see if any of these fields are ready to go either. No, they're so close. They're like right there. So tomorrow. So that means we get to hang on to this godforsaken combine for another day. Just to be safe, let's go to external view. Turn around on the road here. Gotta be pretty far out, this thing. It ain't loading, so that's not a good sign. I guess bye-bye silage boss. Let's find another trailer then. Actually, let's get out quick and just put this. Let's put the store right here. I'll pay for the delivery. Oh, actually, that's another thing I want to do. I want to turn off... I want to turn off... driver wages. Looking for like a chain drive trailer. All right, the Fleagles claim. that they hold beets. But I've been heartbroken before. That might be too tall. All right. Crazy name, the Ass 298. The single Continentals is a crazy look. Let's throw some Michelins on it. Big fat Michelins. Throw the toolbox on the side. Let's throw a speed cover on there. Hell yeah. And we will test it out. It's probably going to break my heart. I'll tell you what, beet harvesting has not won me over yet. Our harvester is full. We need to hurry up here. Let's properly line up. I hate this thing. I hate this stupid belt trailer. Alright, what? Why? Why, though? Am I doing something wrong here? It said beets, right? Like, I'm not crazy. Beets. Okay, yeah, I'm not crazy. I don't even know what to do here. I guess let's fold this up. Let's go unload the harvester. Let's see if we can unload these in our sheds, and then let's buy a new trailer, I guess. I don't know. The only other thing I can think of is that the trailer is shit, but it's a base game trailer, so yeah, I don't know. This is the joys of trying to live stream something new. I don't know where he is. He couldn't have made it far. Thing fills up quick. There he is. Yeah, so we're gonna go with more of the American style dump trailer, because I guess this one just doesn't want to work, or I'm doing something wrong. I don't know, man. This sucks. I'm ready to go back to some grain harvesting. This sucks. This game just wants me to freak out. Problem is this harvester has such a low belt on it that something we have to be cognizant of is buying a trailer that's low enough for the unloader on the harvester. Unfortunately, that's easier said than done. We're just gonna turn around, go for the crops, and head on back to our farm, see what's up. I assume I'm doing something right, or the fill point is just a little bit wonky on the trailers. There's no way two trailers that both say they hold beets don't hold beets. I refuse to believe. We're gonna fast forward time just a little bit, just so it's a little more light out. It's gonna like 7:30 maybe. There we go. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. We can just actually see what we're doing. Wait, wait. The cover was on. The quick cover was on. Yeah. Okay. Well. All right. Okay. Yeah. Why not? Well, we're basically here, so I guess let's unload quick. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate that at least I realized that before we potentially went and spent a ton of money. Now, one thing I would like to do is buy another tractor that has wheels, because as fun and convenient as this tractor is, it sucks on a steering wheel. So yeah, here is our storage setup. Let's just look at our other options quick, huh? Why don't we? That's not what I meant to click. We have the Bergman as an option. We have the Amity Chaser as an option. Here's the problem with the Amity Chaser. On this side, I believe it would technically be low enough to unload the harvester. On this side, ain't no way it's low enough to unload the harvester. So that one don't work. Same thing with this one is when it unfolded, the chain is on this side. And it catches on the unloading chain, so that's not so good. And those are basically our options. This one holds double though, and it's set up for how I kind of need it to be. I think it'd be low enough too, just based off the looks. Again, not very American, but we gotta make do. Because I don't think we have, yeah, $700,000 to be spending. I think if we do buy a bigger harvester, it's gonna be this one, just because it is massive. It's got a massive header. I think it's realistic. I don't know. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's kind of a more of a fantasy mod. But yeah, the header that you can get on this is 5.4 meters. So like a 15-foot header, 16-foot header. That's good stuff right there. I think the Ropa has like a 4 meter. Yeah, so either this Homer has just a massive header or it's a fantasy one. Whatever. It's not out of the realm of like somewhat believable if it is fake, but yeah, that's the downside of not knowing anything about the crop you're harvesting. But I just can't believe that I thought something was broken and just the stupid cart cover was on. I wonder it would unload. So let's haul ass back, get the harvester unloaded, and try this again. Now, if it still doesn't load into this trailer, then I'm gonna be upset. then we're gonna have problems. Through the stop sign. Don't care. We're in a hurry. I've got my flashes on. Those are basically emergency lights. One thing, I'm absolutely disabling this dead zone once we have a moment. I'd rather have the steering wheel always moving left or right than have this dead zone in the middle. We'll slow down around this turn because this tractor likes to break free pretty easy. I think I own this field next to me that we're actually, yeah, I do. Okay, sweet. I think this is the one that's plowed. Smooth plow job, whatever plowed it. Damn, the thing made it about 100 yards. We need a bigger harvester. It's official. We haven't even done the first headland, and I'm already declaring we need a bigger harvester. Alright. But I think we have everything sorted out now. Assuming this unloads into the semi, which it should. There should be no reason it shouldn't now. We should be good to go. Now, if it doesn't unload, though, I am liable to just end stream. Not that that's a huge threat, but... Alright, so cover is off of the trailer. That is confirmed. We confirmed that now. This should work. I don't know where I was planning on driving to. Look at that. That's nice. It's nice when things actually just work. Our main thing is going to be just keeping this dude empty. And we'll just double check that somehow, some way, nothing changed. Everything should be... This should be the only harvestable field at the moment. Yep, perfect. Unfortunately, we still have to pay for that combine and those trailers. That's going to be expensive. I don't know the state of this field. Let's check it out quick. It doesn't tell me the state of the field. Just for... Actually, let's go back to it. Sorry. Sorry about that. Doesn't really say anything. I kind of want to just... Not that. I kind of want to just plow it. I don't know the state of it. I think it's just cultivated. Oh, the brakes do nothing on this thing. But yeah, I think it's technically cultivated, but it's just filled with weeds, all sorts of nastiness. So let's just plow it while we have time. Then it can sit plowed through the winter, and then when spring comes, we can cultivate it. Shoot, man, it sounds like a plan. You like how I say I want to limit my horseplay usage and then instantly start relying on horseplay? Let's do 4 headlands. I don't really care about the direction for a plow. It's gonna take a minute to generate, guarantee that. Oh yeah, he'll stay busy for a while. $10,000 on the course. Oh. Oh, stop. Start of the course clockwise. Just set the counterclockwise. Now try it. There you go, big guy. First time driving the tractor, it's fine. I won't blame you for driving straight into trees. Alright. Nice job. Let's just go catch up to him. We are gonna be in this field for a while. I forgot. I shouldn't say I've never done sugar beets. I have in the previous game. I did forget how slow it is. Right. I already want a bigger chaser cart. I know that. I would like a different tractor, although I'm getting a little more used to this one. Other than that, I'm pretty happy with our setup. I'm a little bummed that the silage boss didn't work out for whatever reason. But it seems like the, what is it, Flegel? It seems like that's going to work out, and that's good enough. I do think, let's see, I forget where it tells me. Give me 1 second. Yeah, we've been going for an hour 45. I think I'm going to call it here, and I will definitely be on tomorrow again. Yeah, I want to do some tweaks so that way everything's a little more smooth, a little more streamlined on the hardware end. So, yeah, that's going to be the stream, you guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to subscribe and hit like, and go watch some more of my videos so I can try to get monetized before that crazy ass new rule starts. So, peace out, guys.